Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome to Valley Sports Fanatics. I'm Kenny, your host. All my Suns fans, I hope you're hanging in there. I hope you're keeping your head up, staying positive. The series is far from over. And for those of you who are not Suns fans, stopping by because you're curious to know what I'm going to say about Chris Paul. You see the title in the video. Nonetheless, let me go ahead and get into it and give you my thoughts going into Game 3, what I think needs to happen as far as rotation, roster, and what the Suns need to do to get back ahead in this series. Now, before I get into that, I just want to let you guys know the Suns only need to take one in LA. If they win both, great. Obviously, you win both. You go up 3-1, you try to come home and finish it off. But push comes to shove, you only need to grab one. And for Game 3, now, buckle your seatbelts. Don't get upset. But I'm going to be completely honest with you based off of my experience, playing professional sports and, being a coach as well. I think that Chris Paul needs to go ahead and sit out Game 3. As much as us Suns fans feel like we need him on the floor, and we do need Chris Paul to help us win this series. That's why it's so important to go ahead and let him rest Game 3, and that will give him, more than 48 hours of rest and hopefully come back for Game 4. And even in Game 4, I think he should only play 20 to 25 minutes. Now, I'm going to give you my reasons real quick why I believe that. Number one is the obvious reason, rest, as I just stated. But also because I think that Cameron Payne, he's just in a different, zone right now. I mean, the dude is playing out of his mind. He's absolutely fearless. He's motivated to prove a point. And that's something that you can use in a series like this. It's going to boost morale, and it's going to make Chris Paul feel a little bit confident. He's not a floor general like Chris Paul, obviously, but if Cameron Payne starts for Game 3, and how I would like to see the rotation to give Cam Payne rest would be, between Carter and Moore. You can mix and match how you want to do it with Booker and stuff like that, but I think that Moore proved himself in that last game against the Spurs. The dude can shoot. The guy's got handles, and he's got a decent basketball IQ. And then you got Carter. We already know what Carter's going to do. He's going to D up, and Carter's got a shot, man. I mean, of extremely underrated shot, in my opinion. I think Carter can come off the bench and give you 9 to 12 points, no problem, right? I mean, Cameron Payne needs to go ahead and start for Game 3. And let him be aggressive. Let him attack. Try to attack the rim like he's been doing. If he gets open looks, take it. But what I really like about Cameron Payne is his aggressiveness. And he doesn't always, he's not the best finisher in the game. He's not a Trae Young, Ja Morant, Steph Curry. But he's decent enough to keep the defense on their heels. And eventually what's going to happen is now they're starting to see what Cameron Payne can do. And they're going to start, coming off Ayton a little bit to clog up the lane. And I think that DeAndre Ayton, no problem, can average 20 points a game in this series. I think he can average 20 and 10 this entire series, however long it lasts. I don't think they really have an answer for DeAndre Ayton's offense. He's pretty much scoring at will. He's coming off the pick and roll. He's coming off the block, and he's grabbing boards, and he's finishing at the rim. Now, defensively, Drummond is a problem, and AD is a problem. But offensively, Ayton's going to continue to be a factor. So I would like to see Cameron Payne take the start, and then rotate Carter and Moore in. Let CP3 get that much-needed rest. There's no need to force him into Game 3 and he's only 50%, and then he messes up his shoulder even more, because then you potentially take the risk of losing him for the entire series. And if this series goes 6-7 games, you're going to want a Chris Paul healthy to help you finish off this series. So those are my thoughts. And also, real quickly while I'm here, Saric has got to sit, man. I hate to put it like that. I like the guy. I think early in the season, he showed some savvy and showed some skill offensively and played his role. But as of late, man, I don't know what's going on with him. He's fumbling, bumbling around, throwing the ball away, not grabbing boards, and just not hitting shots like under the basket. I mean, he's just not producing. And so in my mind, you might as well rotate Craig and Crowder and Kaminsky, because they can't be much worse than what Saric is giving us right now. They can't be much worse. And I know Monty Williams is trying to use size, to deal with Drummond and AD, which it seems like they're going to be playing these two guys side by side. I get it. But Saric is just not producing. I would rather have Craig, who's a little bit smaller, but he's gonna play that Draymond Green role. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna die for rebounds. He's gonna get grimy, gritty, and he's gonna be a headache. You know what I mean? And he can pop in, 8 to 10 points, and you get Kaminsky in there. See, the thing about Kaminsky is he can have his Saric moments too and be terrible, but I think he has more of a capability than Saric does to get hot. Like, I can see him hitting a couple threes. I can see him posting up and getting some decent shots in down low. And why not rotate Sticks in the rotation? Like, why not do it? I mean, he's a rookie. It's playoffs. I mean, it's not the first time where we've had to use a big body in the playoffs. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe in the 92-93 season, Oliver Miller was a rookie, and we used him quite a bit alongside Charles Barkley. He may have been in his second year, but nonetheless, not very much NBA experience at that time. So I don't see why it would be a problem. At least come in for Ayton. But you can put Sticks anywhere. You can easily put Sticks at the 4. So, anyways, I don't want to keep ranting and raving. Just want to give you guys my thoughts. I think more than anything, CP3 needs the rest. He needs the rest. We need him possibly for Game 4 for a few minutes. But what we need is that big Game 5. Game 5 is guaranteed because right now we're 1-1 in the series. So we need Chris Paul for Game 5 at home. Absolutely crucial. And we need him healthy. So Monty Williams has got some big decisions to make. That's just my opinion. But one thing that's going for us is obviously our road record was the best in the NBA, I believe. And the Lakers are notoriously not very good at home. So I think we can steal a game. I really do believe it. I think you don't need Chris Paul to help us steal a game in LA. I think the rotation with Cameron Payne, Carter, and more, and you can put Galloway in there too, might as well. The dude's lethal from three-point range. And right now, as of Game 2 at least, we weren't hitting threes at all, and that hurt us. Turnovers, not hitting the three ball, taking too many threes, and that hurt us. So, I'm not getting paid millions to be the coach, but, we're all friends here, and we all have our opinions and thoughts, but I just thought I would try to give you my opinion based off of my professional experience. And nonetheless, we're going to be rooting for the Suns regardless. And for those Laker people that are here and you listen to this point in the video, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So let's do it, Suns. Rally the Valley. Game 3 coming up. And I'll see you guys here for a post-game thoughts. And I hope the Suns take 2-1, but it doesn't have to be Game 3. It just has to be 3 or 4. But, shit, if we can grab 3 and 4 in LA, in my opinion, to close this video, if we can steal both in LA, it's a wrap. The series is over. But right now, we just got to take it one game at a time, and I think CP3 needs the rest. So thanks for stopping by. Make sure you subscribe, like, share the video if you like my thoughts. And I'm looking forward to being back on here and chopping it up with you guys again. Valley Sports Fanatics with your host, Kenny. Peace.